Hi, this is Ruth Brown. I'm at DTW in the Innovation Catalyst Zone, and I'm speaking to Yue Wang. Thanks for joining me today. And we're really getting into the detail about these Catalyst projects. So over 1,000 participants and individuals working on these projects. There's 250 organizations, which is pretty amazing, and 58 projects that have been on display and been worked at the TM Forum. So to start off with, really, and we can see that the Catalyst projects are spanning the whole extent of AI and data. So you can probably see AI and data projects behind us. There's also autonomous networks. We've got projects around monetization. But maybe to start us off, Yue, I know you are a judge for the autonomous network category. You're also sort of mentoring some of these projects. But why are these so important to industry and sort of moving us along in autonomy and AI?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I mean, I think it's quite important to drive the ecosystem. You know how we talk about transform the telco from being the connectivity provider to now become information service provider, the platform provider. And it is so crucial to have a relatively unified platform where the stakeholders can co-develop and co-innovate. I think that's why those Catalyst projects are so important, because it brings the different stakeholders, the vendors, operators, and hyperscalers and the verticals, and then they can join the forces together to test some really innovative ideas. So I think that's the key part of the Catalyst project. And it also helps to bring the operational silos. For example, one of the projects actually have a combined like a data lake, which you wouldn't be able to imagine, in a real organization. So that tests out how the unified data platform can actually benefit telco. So yeah, I think those kind of ideas are really crucial to bring the ecosystem together and be able to drive it forward.
Yeah. So walking about, I've noticed there's a lot of technical aspects being explored throughout these Catalyst projects. So there's digital twins. We can see people are looking at like some of the new data fabric architectures, and also really exploring how they can put things together into realistic scenarios. So there's obviously lots of technical challenges that they're looking to explore, but from a sort of business point of view as well, how do you see these working, and what examples in terms of both the vertical industries and fixing the network, so to speak, you're seeing, and maybe you can tell me
sure.
about.
Yeah, as you said, there are quite innovative technology trend like digital twin, and they are not just some technology on the paper. Some of the projects are talking about applying the technology actually in the real site, and it is to a certain scale. And one of the projects are also talking about the conflict mitigation. This is not only the mitigation for the operation of the network, but also addressing the conflict of the intent from the verticals as well as from the operators. So I thought those ideas are quite innovative, and they are looking for practicality of the technology as well. And we also noticed a trend of deploying the technologies into some of the verticals. So for example, connected cars is one of them. So what they do is, you have, so for example, this project, what you do is you have the network where you can pass the data from, for example, sensors, cameras, pedestrians to the edge cloud, where the edge cloud is able to assist with data fusion and the road perception. So that helps with the subscription of the connected car companies. It also helps with the navigation of the 2C individual drivers. So I think there are quite great potential of the business impact of all these projects, where they rely on the not only the infrastructure but also the open APIs to be able to expose the capability of the network and cloud.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. So maybe kind of as a last question, in terms of what has changed from last year to this year? I mean, your project is particularly about looking and encompassing vertical industries. Is this one of the major changes between last year and this year, or what's really changed?
I think I do observe some sort of technology maturity this year, I think, compared to last year. And also, last year there was a notable trend of Gen AI. So if you go to
Yeah.
then it's all Gen AI. And you would be like, Gen AI is AI innovation. But this year you do see the core technology innovation in the network. So for example, the digital twin and the large scale deployment to some of the verticals of gaming is one of them. So I think Teleco is really looking for the real opportunities for monetization and to be able to expose the network capability. To me, I feel you know how sometimes we're a bit pessimistic about, we're talking about AI for years. It doesn't look like the industry has moved forward too much. But I think baby steps, every
Yeah.
year cumulatively, I'm quite optimistic actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks so much, Yue. It's been brilliant talking about the projects. I'm looking forward to hearing a few more of the sort of downstream outcomes and how it can really uplift the industry.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you
you.
so much.